This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Oh. Oh. You know what? There. Now it works. Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another AmBaby reaction. A lot happened. A lot of weird stuff happened. For a minute there, I didn't know if we even had a queen anymore. First off, our queen Amber decided she was leaving us, and so, I mean, that was a shock, and, well, that was a shock to my system anyway. I hope everybody else recovered okay from that. And then our queen had one of her videos taken down. So that was kind of scary because that was a full-on like takedown for violating guidelines. So our girl is also missing her community tab, I noticed. So that's kind of a little scary. So I don't know what all that means, and it's terrifying me, and I'm not sure about the history of or history future of our queen's channel. So, but this came up today. So this is 4 hours old as of today, and today is Cinco de Mayo. So I don't know what that means in, real world terms. I just know it's the 5th of May. I know there's people who like celebrate Cinco de Mayo. This is not me being an AmBaby. I know it's like a real holiday, but I don't know exactly like what actually happens. Because I've never celebrated it outside of the States, and I don't drink, so I've never actually celebrated Cinco de Mayo. It's kind of like St. Patrick's Day. I'm really bad around St. Patrick's Day. I'm a bad Irish. A bad Irish. Anyway, so this video is 21 minutes long, and unfortunately, I do have to speed our queen up. For all of our sanity, because we cannot gaze at this greatness for too long, because we will all go blind from the greatness in front of us. So, all right. So if she seems particularly animated, it's because she is sped up. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button, and thank you to everyone who likes the character here. Thank you, Tessa, for commenting. I appreciate that. I think that's all I've got before we get started. So, yeah, I've already watched this once while I was making my... Where is my tea? I had tea. I no longer have tea. I don't know where it went. But yeah, I was watching it this morning while I was drinking my tea, and now I don't have tea. I guess I drank it. But anyway, let's get into this.
Hello, hello. Welcome
Hi.
to another weekly vlog. So I'm not really sure how this weekly vlog is gonna go because I
Okay.
initially was gonna take a break. But with time and reflecting, I have decided I'm not gonna take that break. I don't really know if like my schedule is gonna be the same. I have zero promises.
I mean, taking a break is also kind of a hit in the paycheck. I understand, and we cannot have our queen not getting a paycheck, because I think that's part of what got us in trouble in the video that got taken down. So, is the schedule going to look the same? Honestly, I would not be upset if she adjusted the schedule a little bit, TBH.
I'm just gonna wing it for right now because cellulitis is very scary. And for those who don't know what it is literally just a skin infection that can get in.
It's just a skin infection, everybody. God. So chill the F out, okay? Those of you who have been freaking out about the skin infection, you just need to chill the F out, okay? It's just a skin infection.
A tiny little naked to the eye tear, like, because I don't have anything on my legs, on my feet, nothing like that. So when I was in the...
Our queen's skin on her legs and her feet is immaculate. So, you haters out there need to just chill the F out.
Flood. That's the only thing that makes sense because it was the night before I got it. Flood water is really, really dirty.
Obviously.
And my skin is sensitive, obviously. But that skin infection, if it's not taken care of properly or quickly, it can actually get into your blood and become a blood infection and you could die from it. So it's like,
but it's just a skin infection, you guys, so chill out.
I was filming and vlogging for a whole week, and normally when I have cellulitis, in the past when I went to school, in the past when I worked, I did not go to school with cellulitis. I did not go to work with cellulitis. I always had a doctor's note because it's not something.
Well, I'm sure if you had a doctor's note and I'm sure if you showed us a doctor's note, we would totally be okay with you not coming to work right now, my queen, because obviously when you have a skin infection, you can't work. I'm sure, actually, I'm pretty sure there's some skin infections where you really probably don't want to be working, but yeah, I'm sure about that. So I'm not trying to be insensitive to skin infections. Or am I? Anyway.
Something that you need to.
Those of you who have skin infections, by the way, your skin infection is not as bad as our queen's skin infection. Okay? And her skin infection isn't that big of a deal. So, put 2 and 2 together. I'm spicy today. I don't know why. I just got up from a nap, so maybe that's it.
Mess with, but like,
still can't find my
as
tea.
I've gotten older, I noticed that my cellulitis flare-ups are like not as extreme. So that's why I still went to bingo. I still went to the movies with my mom. I still did those things, but like I was still feeling under the weather. So even just filming was hard for me, but I did it because I was like, I'm not gonna like not do it because this is my schedule and I genuinely have been enjoying it, and I know a lot of you have as well. But you guys have also been able to.
Your body language there right there told me about how much you truly honestly enjoyed your filming schedule. I feel loved, queen.
To tell that I have not been feeling the greatest, and it just sucks because when it's something that's super hyper focused in my life right now is me just trying to get better. That is very much what my vlog is going to consist of. So I feel like my last vlog definitely sucked, and I'm very sorry for that.
I was trying to remember if I reacted to it. I don't know if she's talking about the vlog where she told us she was leaving, because that sucked, or if she's talking about the eat with the what I ate in a day video that got taken down.
But I wanted to start off this vlog with us listing off things that we are thankful for or grateful for, or things that just like make us happy in our life, or things that we find beautiful in life, or things that make us want to like be alive and stay alive. And yeah, I'm gonna do
it. Is a nasty gray day, so we can do this
on my little MacBook here. So I want us all to do it together. Do it in your brain, get some paper out, do it on your phone, say it out loud. It does not matter. So I'm just gonna type 5 things.
We'll have to do it out loud
right now. 1, fur babies always there.
I too am always in love with my cats, even when they puke on my partner's laptop overnight. Hey, at least it wasn't the carpet, right? Bright side.
My everything. I also want to do my second one is the people in my life, whether that be friends, my mom, etc., etc. Also,
I too would like to value the people in my life. Okay, next.
I want to put YouTube, because whether it be me creating content or watching content, it has been a constant for me for like 13 years, and I just love YouTube so much.
I love YouTube so much as well. Should that be my third one though? I don't know. I don't actually have a job that I hate doing, but I'm going to pretend like I love doing just because I want people to think that I like them. Yeah, okay, I'll put YouTube down, I guess.
For so many different reasons. My fourth one is literally being alive. I am so grateful to be able to breathe and to exist and to have a home. Fuck, my fifth one is gonna be have a roof over my head.
These were challenging you. Very challenging things to come up with. I too am also thankful that I can draw breath of my own accord. Look, I'm not trying to... I'm not trying to mock anyone else when I say these things, but I don't know. I feel like you could have come up with something else. I don't know. I feel like you could have like dug a little deeper to come up with a little something else. But now you know how I do my wings. I don't know. I feel like those are like the easy ones. Or, you know, maybe, okay, like let's reframe these. Maybe what was going on here is that these are actually her affirmations, and these are what get her through the day. You know, I love my fur babies. What was the next one? I love the people in my life. I love my job. I love that I am alive. I love the roof above my head. You know, maybe those are her affirmations so that she can, that's her touch grass moment, because I don't know. I mean, like, really sometimes when life is getting overwhelming, sometimes you really do just need to kind of like step back and be like, okay, look, the sky is blue, the grass is green, rocks are hard, the trees are brown. Like every now and then you kind of just have to like step back and just be like, look, right now, right in this moment, what is the color of whatever is around me in this exact moment? Because like everything is so overwhelming, you have to like bring it down to a little point, right? So maybe this is her touch grass moment, right?
Having a roof over my head. Like, I feel like genuinely in like this headspace that I'm in right now, I could probably list 100 things. So I feel like those 5 things I list a lot. Now
You're such an altruistic queen. Big heart, big queen, empath queen. I feel you.
I want to do 5 things
I want her to learn the word altruistic. I want that to be the next buzzword.
that I don't list as much, like just like the little things in life. The sound of rain. It has been storming lately.
Oh wait, we're still going? Oops.
Normally I'm scared because of tornadoes and stuff, but it's been calming for me. Music.
It's been storming here too, actually. We got a pretty impressive storm the other night. It was pretty good. It like came in, but before it got here, it was just like rolling thunder. Like it just was like a constant rolling thunder. It was pretty cool. And then like the storm hit and it was like sound and fury and all the rain, and then it just kind of like petered out. And I mean, that's the storms around here. They don't really have like long lasting storms around here. But that one was pretty impressive because it's just kind of like you heard it coming. It announced itself,
Music. That's not even a little thing, but music. I love music so much. Clean sheets.
I usually like music. I'm going through a phase right now though where I don't like anything. So maybe I shouldn't be writing music down. I don't know. I go through these phases where just I don't like anything. Nothing sounds good. Everything sounds canned or like reused or just like I don't know. It's just like I hit these musical walls, and I've hit one now. So like all the music that's coming out that I usually listen to, it sounds the same. But I also don't listen to a lot of American music. So, and mainly that was because I got to a point where it just was all basically just kind of sounding the same. So I don't know, maybe it's time to dip my toe back into like American pop and I like pop music, I like alternative music, I like rock. Do they even make rock anymore? Is that even a category anymore? I'm old.
Ugh. Do not get me started. Tell me showering and then getting into bed with clean sheets. It is literally the best feeling in the world.
Without drying off. I guess. I sure.
I'm gonna put Lego, folks. And this isn't something I'm like grateful for, but it's something that I like or that I enjoy. Is that little tiny like blimp of like happiness that you get, like that excitement where you just get like a rush of excitement in your body that literally just comes out of nowhere.
Mania? You're happy for Mania? Okay.
I love that. Sometimes I genuinely love just being a human. I'm gonna type that.
Because one time I was a bird, and it kind of sucked because I wasn't the early bird and there were no worms, and I was hungry that day.
Blimp of excitement, or is it called blip? I genuinely believe in like positive affirmations. Like the more you put out there, the more you're going to receive. And the more you put out there, like literally the more you're going to feel. Like every single day talking about the things that make you happy and the things that make you feel grateful, like it rewires your brain to focus on those things more instead of like the negatives and like the stresses of everyday life.
I'm a big fan of, you get what you put out there. So if you walk around and you just believe that everything's negative and nasty, then you're only going to see the negative and the nasty. It's not going to prevent bad things from happening. It's just, I feel like you're going to bounce back a little faster. But I don't believe in The Secret, if that's where we're going with this. But I do believe that, like, People like being around positive people, so if you're more upbeat and more positive, people will want to be around you more. But you got to kind of balance that because if you're trying to do the fake positivity, Anna, people see through that too. So,
Hello, hello. So it is the
I
next
oh, oh, oh,
day. So
oh, thank God I can take this down. My little stubby ponytail. Maybe it'll grow out again. Oop. Look, I look like pebbles. I look like pebbles.
when I went grocery shopping last, my mom saw
Uh-huh.
Dr. Pepper Zero blueberry.
It's blackberry, and she corrects herself, so I'm not gonna go in. But oh my God, I can't think of anything that would be nastier.
Blackberry. Blackberry. It was $10 for like a pack of 12. So
Mm.
I was like, Mom, I'll buy it for you. And then so she offered me a couple. So, all right, we're going to try it.
Well, thank you, Mama Lynn.
I love anything Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper, regular Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper Zero, Dr. Pepper Cherry, Dr. Pepper Vanilla. Like,
Yes, because I recall seeing you drink so much Dr. Pepper. Bring it in. I actually am a Dr. Pepper fan, but I really like their Dr. Pepper cream soda, and I bought a bottle of it one day at the gas station. And it was one of the plastic bottles. It was terrible. I don't know what. I mean, maybe it's just been I've not had it in so long that like my taste buds actually have changed, but it did not taste good. Maybe I don't know. It was bad. It tasted like it had gone bad, and I soda can't do that. Can it? Did it have mold in the bottom? But yeah, I was kind of disappointed because it was like I hadn't had a soda all year. That was like my first soda of the year. And I was really looking forward to that Dr. Pepper cream soda because it is really, really good. And yeah, it wasn't good at all.
love it all. So, blackberry, let's see. Ugh. It smells like I'm really sick and I need to take NyQuil. This
Can't wait. Hey, at least she's using like descriptive words now. Our queen is learning. She is evolving. She is learning to describe things in ways that we can relate.
literally smells like NyQuil. All right, let's go.
Yay, baby face.
What? Oh, no, no, no. That tastes like medicine. It's genuinely like a
To be fair, cherry Coke kind of tastes that way too when you first have a couple sips of it. So I don't understand why people keep drinking Coke.
mixture of medicine and a mixture of like an alcoholic drink that's like flavored. I don't like this.
I don't like this as she picks it up and continues to drink it. I mean, that's fair. My friend and I, we talk about the phenomena that you have where you try something and you hate it and you hate it. And then you look at whoever you're with and you're like, try this, it's terrible. you know, it's kind of the same thing. Like you have something and you're like, oh God, but yet you still try it again because you're just like, whoa, whoa. Can't be that bad. It's like you don't even trust yourself. It's kind of like this moment here. You're like, she drinks it twice. She clearly does not like it. She's still like, oh, no, 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 nope. That's still as bad as I remember 2 seconds ago. I'm sure if somebody else was there, you like hand it off. Here, you try it. It's like a human thing. We all do it. We all try something and it's like the worst thing we've ever had. Yeah, same thing with the smell. You smell something like, oh God. And then you like hand it to the next person. Smell this. It's hideous. Why do we do that to ourselves?
Yeah, this is not the greatest to me. I feel like maybe if there was some vanilla in here, but even then, I don't think so. My mom has already tried hers and she likes it. So don't always trust my word over here.
I mean, it's in the supermarkets, it's in the gas stations, it's all over the damn place, so somebody's drinking it. I don't know who those psychopaths are, but our queen does not like it, so next day.
All right, you guys, next day it is time for my weekly Amazon haul. So this box came wear and tear, I'll tell you that. I heard of these Built Puff bars. They're collagen protein bars, and I
Oh,
heard that
wow.
they're super good. I don't like the taste of like
Bars.
whey protein.
I'm falling out of character too much. Sorry. Built puff bar. You know that from here, I have no idea, but from here they kind of look like a Twix bar. I do like a Twix bar.
So most protein bars are not good, but I
Uh-huh.
heard that even people who don't like protein bars, they love these. So I was like,
Is Built still sponsoring people? Is our queen trying to get a Built sponsorship? Is that what we're hoping for here? Hmm.
I gotta try them. So this box comes with 7 coconut and 7 brownie batter. So can't wait to try those in a vlog for you guys. So as you guys know, I am trying to drink more water. And I've noticed I've been using a lot of plastic because I drink water bottles because I'm afraid to sink water. I feel like
sink water is terrifying if you think about it. It comes out of a faucet, and faucets are terrifying. I mean, you don't know where that faucet's been.
It's contaminated, even if it's filtered. I know it's just
I mean, you can't trust filters. You don't know where that filter's been.
Contamination OCD, so please ignore that. It's something I have to deal with, not you. And
we're not going to ignore you, my queen. No one can ignore you. You are unignorable. Inignorable. Come for me, I dare you. Think water. You know, there's a lot of people who won't drink tap water, honestly. I mean, I have a filter on mine. To be fair, my only defense, there's something about my kitchen water specifically. I don't know what it is. I think it's because we've got the detachable hose, like the spout comes off and then there's like a hose part and then you can like spray it around. And I think the hose itself, like the water goes through that hose and the hose has a flavor. And the flavor makes the water that comes out of the kitchen tap just terrible. So I make that face. I make the Oogie baby face. So we have a filter for the kitchen. And it takes the flavor out. So I drink water from the tap, but it's filtered.
It's really annoying, trust me. And so I used to have a water dispenser, like the big 5-gallon water dispenser type deal like years ago. But
I remember that. It was at the gay care. It sat in the corner next to the refrigerator. And you still drank water out of bottles, as I recall.
During all my moving and all that, I actually got rid of it. And I was like, should I get another one or not? As I was doing research, I saw this guy. So you still get to get your 5-gallon water bottle, but you put this water dispenser, it's like an automatic water dispenser on top of it. Like, yeah, it's not going to be cold water because most 5-gallon thingy-majiggers can't fit in refrigerators, but girl, I have ice, so I'm good. So this is going to help me continue.
Ice that is made from your unfiltered tap water.
Drinking more water but using less plastic. Whenever I'm at the grocery store, why do I always forget to get Dawn? So I got some Dawn. This is my favorite one.
Why are we flavoring the fucking soap that we wash our dishes with? Can we please stop? I don't need my dishes to taste like things. I want them to not taste like things. That is why I am washing them. Dear soap manufacturers, please quit flavoring the fucking soap. I don't care. My dishes do not need to smell like snappy apples or strawberries. They just need to not have food on them when I am done cleaning them. Please stop. End of rant.
And then last but not least, in one of my last vlogs, I got this Kashima foundation brush. And I love it, by the way. So I also got the blush one because usually I just put my blush on with my fingers. So I was like, I need a brush. All right, you guys, so this stuff is not packed away the way it should be packed away. I'm actually going to be putting it in smaller boxes because I don't think anyone would be able to pick this up. But months ago, something inside of me was telling me, Amberlyn, you need to buy new kitchen stuff. So I said, okay. Plus, it's perfect because I know someone who recently just moved into a new home and they actually want this stuff because they need it. We have...
Well, I mean, considering there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I mean, why not? I would like your kitchen stuff, my queen. I would build a shrine out of it. I would build a little kitchen shrine for my Amberlyn kitchen stuff, and it would live in the shrine, and I would never ever use it because it's contaminated, obviously, but it would live inside my Amberlyn shrine where all of the other Amberlyn contaminated stuff would live if you would let me have your stuff.
We have silverware, we have a whole knife set, we have pots and pans and cooking utensils and just all kinds of stuff in here.
And cans of food and broth and...
Even some really good quality Tupperware, but I have enough. So in replace for this, because I've had this stuff for years and years, I want to do out with the old and with the new. I'm gonna show you guys my new stuff. So I washed my new pots and pans.
These are pretty.
I had to put all of this together because it came all undone. I had to do the...
But were we drunk when we did it?
Candles and everything, but it was kind of fun. So yeah, that's the new aesthetic I'm going for instead of dark. And then here is my new knife set. Isn't it so freaking adorable? And the knives are white speckled. Ooh,
For a minute there, I thought they were ceramic, but they're not. They're just coated. Why do they do that with the knives now? Why are they coating the knives with paint?
definitely needed a new knife set. I want to start cooking more, and I think it's going to inspire me to do so.
Yes,
all my cooking
queen.
utensils were black, and now I have ones that will match with my pots and pans and my...
That is important. We can't have mismatching spatulas and cooking utensils because the pots won't know what to do. The pots and pans, they have to have matching utensils because otherwise they won't recognize. The kinds must be the same or they won't recognize their own kind. They must go 2 by 2 into the ark. Sorry.
my knives. So the cooking set came with new measuring spoons and cups.
All
And I
right.
literally only had like a couple spoons and a couple...
What are you saving bottle tops for? Look, we have more spoons. That's why we got a new video, you guys. This is why we got new videos, because our queen went and bought new spoons. New spoons, new amber.
couple forks. So I got a whole new set. The set that I used to have was actually black, but I kind of miss the silver. So I did get a new air fryer. Yes, I did.
Yay.
You guys are probably like, girl, why? Well, I love the air fryer that I had, but I was cleaning it and then I went to pick it up. I was bringing it into this shelf here because this is where I keep it when I'm not using it. And I dropped it and it completely broke and I could not fix it.
Did you stand over it and go, no, why? Because otherwise I don't believe you.
okay. I got a smaller air fryer because I'm only one person. I think this one's super cute. It's small and I love it.
Mine is my Instapot, and we just got the lid for it, and so it is the largest thing in my kitchen other than my actual oven. And it is, the word cumbersome doesn't quite describe it. It is, you know, it works really well though. So like, I don't hate it. It's just like, it's cumbersome and it's really hard to store, but I use it pretty much every other day. So not every day, but pretty much every other day. A couple of days later.
Hey guys, so it is the next day and I'm in the middle of getting ready. I did not film, actually wait, no, it's not the next day. It's 2 days later. I did not vlog yesterday, but I did do my what I ate today video, which was like a canceled what I ate today video. And I opened up to you guys a bit about how I'm feeling. I'm about to use my new blush brush, which I'm super excited. So the blush that I use is NYX Buttermelt blush, which is great.
I've never tried it. I like the packaging on it though. And I like NYX products. I need to get a new eyeliner because the eyeliner I got is LA Girl Shockwave. It is a neon eyeliner, neon black, but it's a pencil. And I tried to sharpen it. Tried being the operative word. So I need to go get like an actual like one that comes up like the little screwy top, because like, yeah, we don't sharpen things around here apparently.
Color, butt it together. I'm thinking about getting some bronzer. I want to start using a little bit of bronzer as well. I used to use NYX bronzer, but it was so old. I got rid of it. But I like a little blush. I'm thinking a little blush on? Bronzer would make me look less pale because your girl is kind of pale.
We like a pale girl though. We like a pale queen. I mean, we like being quite basically the shade of paper. Do I have paper? Yeah, basically the shade of paper.
But I'm not one to tan. I'm not much of a tanner. Like a natural tan, sure, but like tanning bed, no. Probably wouldn't be able to fit. Let's be real.
I'd be interested to see you with an actual tan. That would be something that I would be curious to see.
Real tanning lotion? Probably not. I probably have to use a whole fucking bottle.
I thought the NYX butter stuff was like a cream to powder. I didn't realize it was a powder.
My whole body, like, yeah. I love blush, like on the tip of your nose. So I'm actually gonna go hang out with my mom. So that puts me in a good mood. But I do have bad news. If you guys have been watching my videos, I first talked about it in my weigh-in where I talked about how I'm thinking about going back on a GLP-1, which is a weight loss injection. And then in my What I Ate Today video, I talked more about like where I'm at with that. The provider on there messaged me a bunch of questions. I'm going to show you guys the screenshots because I'm
I have got to get some hoops. I've got to get some hoops.
genuinely upset. So Zepbound was actually what I was going to be trying.
Right.
Because it's great. It's one of the most effective weight loss injections, actually. So the provider actually messaged me with a bunch of questions because I have done semaglutide 3 times and they never asked me about like my gallbladder health.
You sure? You sure about that one? Positive? Okay.
You fill out this like questionnaire,
Uh-huh.
and obviously you're going to be honest in it. And I said how in the past I have had gallbladder problems, and so they ended up messaging me all these questions also about like my cancer and about my gallbladder. So I responded. They denied me. They denied me.
Yeah.
I couldn't even believe it. I felt like I was punched in the heart, kicked in the gut, slapped in the face. Someone took my eyeball out. I was shitting, pissing, crying, and puking. What?
All right, but who denied you, Queen? We right at dawn. Y'all go get your pitchforks. We need some torches. We need Billy, go get your shotgun. You know, Sammy, go warm up the truck. We're hunting these bastards down. Who dares deny our queen?
What does Gen Z say? I'm over there puking in the corner.
Do they? Why? Why do you say that? What does that even mean? Why do you say that? What are you trying to say? What is trying to be expressed here? That you're upset? What are we trying to say in this moment? Because I'm getting lost in this very like violent metaphor. Sorry. Where are we going with this? All right.
Devastated. I just want to be.
We're talking about being devastated. Why are we puking in the corner if we're devastated? Someone who is Gen Z, please explain the slang.
Easier to go through this telehealth company. Okay. But I might like see my physical provider, like the person that I see in person.
I mean, yeah. I know our queen does not like going to the doctor, and I know our queen may or may not actually have a GP that she may or may not actually go see. But that's our queen's decision, and she is Dr. Quinn, or she is Dr. Lynn, medicine woman. She knows. She can feel with her body's aura if she is sick or not. And so she doesn't actually need to go to the GP. Honestly, this is just like an annoying step. I mean, obviously she knows that she needs the GLP-1s. This is just a formal step that's just getting in her way. She has used in the past medical spas to get her semaglutide and her GLP-1 medication, and it's usually a compounded form, which means she's again going through a med spa to get it. And okay, stepping out of character for a moment, I don't believe they didn't ask her about her gallbladder and her cancer. I just don't, because even the online ones that you use, like Hims and Her, and what are some of the other ones? It doesn't matter. They will ask you. Now, granted, it's just like a little screen that you flip through, but they will ask you questions. If you don't answer them, if you answer them with a no, then they will skip the follow-up questions. But that's on you. But that's you answering a no. Like if they go, hey, have you ever had any, they're constantly asking, have you had any surgeries? So you have to, if you say yes, they want to know the dates. They want to know what the surgery was for. So I'm sure with her, they, they get to the point where they'll ask, have you had any surgeries? And if she types in, if she would say yes, then she would have to put in the surgery that she had and the reason for the surgery and the date of the surgery. And then when they see that she put down that surgery and what it was, that she had a full hysterectomy and why, they would follow up with why, asking her, oh, hey, I see that you will talk to a real person eventually. And they will be like, oh, hey, I see you did XYZ. We need to talk about that. So what I'm hearing is that in the past, she has not answered these questions truthfully. And for some reason, this time she's decided to do that. And this is the result because of her gallbladder issues. I'm suspecting is the dominant problem here. Because of her gallbladder issues, they're denying her the GLP-1 because it has known side effects of complications with gallbladders. There's other things that they just straight up will not give it to you because it has well-known side effects. Stumbled over that pretty bad. But her saying these things and my knowledge that she has been on it at least twice in the past and she used med spas to do it, tells me that she was not being honest with the med spas and the med spa doctors in the past. And I'm curious as to why she decided to be honest this time. But this is the result of it. Now, if she went to an actual GP and she was actually honest with the GP, and she kind of makes that connection in a minute here, they could discuss it, right? She would then be being monitored by a doctor, assuming she went to the appointments after she received the medication, that she would then be being monitored by a doctor, and therefore she had any immediate complications, well, they could take action, right? But they could also, hypothetically, they could also, do ultrasounds or whatever they do to find out if your gallbladder is functioning. But they could keep a track of her gallbladder. And so the possibility of her being able to use GLP-1s while under a GP's care is probably higher than the med spas. The online med spas are not going to take the risk of sending you a medication that you might have any kind of bad reaction to, because they're not monitoring you 24 hours and they're nowhere near you. Even if they were near you, they have no way of seeing you one-on-one, right? So they are just simply not going to take the risk. End of discussion. Your GP, they're supposed to know you a little bit better. They're supposed to have a medical history there. They're supposed to be able to know, okay, yeah, you've had gallbladder issues in the past, but maybe your gallbladder is better now, and yada, yada, yada. And, maybe if we do X and we also do Y, maybe you could do the GLP this way. That's the point of the GP. They're supposed to be able to work with you to achieve your health, right? The med spas will just flat out tell you no. And the reason for that is they don't want you dying. They don't want you having any kind of bad permanent reactions to anything. So if there's even the whiff that you might be having a bad reaction to something, they just simply will not give it to you. And that's also the purpose of the questionnaires. If Amber had had some kind of bad reaction to any of these GLP-1s that she had been prescribed through the med spas, she wouldn't really have a leg to stand on if she decided to go after the med spa for any kind of damages, because they could pull up the little questionnaire that she filled out and they could clearly show that she said no at the crucial moment where she should have said yes. And that changed their decision-making skills, or their decision-making when it came to the GLP-1. So yeah, you can probably go lie your ass off and get certain medications, but at what risk? Your own. And if you're honest with these companies, they're just, if you're somebody who is a risk, they're just not going to give it to you. They're not going to work with you. They're just not going to give it to you. So anyway, but back in character.
So then maybe they can like look at my gallbladder again and tell me like, can I go back on this injection? Like,
that's right.
Aren't we supposed to be focusing on what risks are more like dire? Me having gallbladder problems is not going to kill me. I mean,
I don't think maybe, probably not. Actually, maybe I don't know. I think there's like a secondary thing that can happen if your gallbladder goes into like meltdown mode, which is why they'll take it out most of the time. My mom had her gallbladder out when I was very young, so I don't really recall all of this. But I know there's a reason why they take it out. So clearly there's a reason why they remove it. Because whatever it is serious enough. I feel like there's like a chain reaction that starts with the gallbladder that is bad and does have a terminal result. So
I mean, it can, but my weight is going to be the issue here. So I wanted to respond, and I wanted to just be like, aren't we supposed to be focusing on like saving my life? Like,
no. Leaving character again. No. They don't care. That's not their job. It's not what they're there for. Sorry. Anyway, back to character. How dare they deny you?
I don't understand. I just didn't reply.
I don't either.
I mean, they gave me the freedom to continue asking questions, but really, what is there for me to ask at this point? So obviously in the screenshots, I'm like crossing off the doctor's name. So as much as I hate the fact that I was denied, I do love the fact that they're diligent in their shit. Like, no one else has ever asked me about medical history in that regard. I would still give them a 5-star rating if I had.
Yeah. Pff. Doctors. Pff. Why don't you do your job, doctors?
To choose, because I love the diligence. Like, that's important to have. I just hate the choice that they made. Two things can happen at once. I'm just so upset. Like, genuinely, I just feel super freaking defeated, and
I'm upset for you too, Queen. I can see that you're so upset, and I am dying a little inside seeing how upset you are for this, and I don't know how you're going to move forward from this point. We've been on quite an emotional roller coaster these past few weeks.
Overwhelmed. Twinkie's snoring. I'm gonna let her take a nap. I'm gonna finish getting ready. I really don't know what my next steps are, actually. So this is going to be a to be continued situation type deal. But I will say, like, I took the screenshots, I blocked out the doctor's name, all personal info and stuff like that. But something didn't feel right with me sharing the screenshots because I feel like I overshare. I share too much. I share way too many personal things that no.
Share with me, my queen. Share everything. I need to know all of it. I don't need to know any of it, honestly.
One would share on YouTube. So I'm trying very hard to hold back, stop oversharing, and try to just share the right amount. But trust me, your girl, she's going to be an advocate for herself. She ain't giving up.
That's stepping out of character again. It's interesting to me that the girls are always advocates for themselves when it comes to things that they want. And they're never advocates for themselves when it comes to things that they need, right? Amber wants to be on GLP-1s. Anna wanted lipedema surgery, right? And so they advocated for themselves to get these things. But like, they don't advocate for themselves for like sticking to a diet or getting their family members to help them stick with a diet. I mean, it's not our family members' jobs to have us be on a diet, but it doesn't hurt to have them on our side. And I feel like getting your family to support you, that's a form of advocating for yourself, right? They don't, they don't take those advocation steps when it comes to anything other than, I want this thing. That's the thing I want. And they also don't advocate when it comes to things that they need. But, a lot of the things that they need are caused by the health problems that they have because of their obesity. So there's that. Because when I think of people advocating for themselves, I think of the few acquaintances that I have who have like serious health issues and they need the world around them adjusted for their own benefit. And I don't mean benefit in the bad way. I mean benefit in the way that like so they can participate in the world. And that requires advocacy, like they need, a chairlift because they have a chair and they need to get to the upstairs. One of my acquaintances needs a this really interesting kind of walker so that she can walk. Things like that, the need of certain types of medication or, certain, I want to say ambulatory devices. I think that's right. Just that kind of thing. Or like the advocating for the need for a service animal, that kind of stuff. That's what I think of when I think of people advocating for themselves. But when I hear the girls talk about their advocating for themselves, it's usually basically they're throwing a fit because they didn't get the thing they want. Amber didn't get her GLP-1s, so she's going to go advocate for herself until somebody gives her GLP-1s. Okay, but is that really advocating though? Are you really advocating for yourself, really? Seems to me like you would, if you really cared, that you would, start doing the process of losing the weight yourself, and you would be cracking down on yourself, and you would find ways to keep yourself accountable because, you got to advocate to yourself first. But back in character. Next day.
All right, you guys. So this is my
This thing is
build
cool.
that I've done in these last 2 weeks.
That's kind of fun.
There is marbles. It actually works. And then there's like this cute little money that you can put in there. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Isn't that so cute?
I love pinball and I love Lego. Do the flippers actually flip? Could I literally play this game? I would love this. I would play the shit out of this and then put it on a shelf and forget about it. But I would play this for a little while.
It's a pinball game. So the side looks like this.
You be a pinball wizard.
This.
The flippers flip.
Isn't that cool? And then here's this side. So yeah,
We
I absolutely
actually
love
play
this
it
one.
though. Play it.
Looks great.
Play it.
All right, you guys. So I know this vlog has been kind of meh, and that's okay.
Girl, you are never meh. Oh. You are always the queen that we need, that we want and we need. Even when we don't realize that that's what we want and we need in life, you are always the final boss of our lives. Even when our world does not require weird drama that revolves around big girls, you are beautiful, my queen.
I'm just now getting over cellulitis. I'm also just now getting over like being in a low mental health. It has a mind of its own. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down.
And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, so why are we even trying?
Sometimes it's low, sometimes it's high. I mean, if you know, you know. I genuinely
It's called mania. Sorry.
feel like I'm finally getting out of like going through a low mentally. I think it was like the whole cellulitis thing genuinely got to me. I was having a lot of anxiety, just things like that. And I feel like I am just...
It's such a pity that there's nothing in the entire world that could be done to help like mitigate that anxiety and those mood swings. It's such a pity that there is nothing that our queen can take and or do that could help her even out her moods, take control of her mood swings, and like lessen the anxiety that she has. It's just such a pity that we have in the hundreds of years that we have been practicing medicine, that we haven't figured anything out that humans could take that could help them with these issues. It's just a shame. It's a pity. It's a failure of medicine, of world medicine.
I'm feeling better. Like I feel like I can breathe again. Like I've been feeling defeated. I've been feeling like I'm drowning over just like so many different things. There's like,
are we throwing up in the corner again? Am I using that right?
like overwhelming me, and I finally feel like I can breathe again. So let's do our oracles. So the three I chose today is Life Happens, The Wild Soul, Feminine Wisdom. I'm going to be shuffling these cards,
As
but
usual.
don't worry, I will be editing it out. I say this every single time just in case you know, people don't watch all of my videos, but I do show
I'm
the
not
one
asking a
shuffle
question.
that
They're not even
I choose
coming
a
out
card
of the
from.
bag. They don't want to work today. I don't blame them. I didn't want to work today either. 1, 2, and 3.
These cards are thick, so it was hard to feel if that was 1 or 2. So before I do my actual reading, I do want to give you guys another update on the whole GLP-1, me getting denied. I did end up messaging the doctor back. I really want to be an advocate for myself, and I really do feel like me being on it has more of a positive impact versus them denying me, because maybe I might have a gallstone, gallbladder reoccurrence. So I wanted to make that vocal. I want to see what they say. And if it's like a final, like X, no, girl, you are denied, then I'm just going to go to my primary doctor and see what he has to say, because we can monitor my gallbladder if that's the case. Like whether I get it through telehealth, whether I get it in person, like it doesn't matter. Like let's monitor my gallbladder. Like, exactly. I don't know. I just wanted to give that update before the end of this vlog. And if that
Our queen is so smart. She's so smart, you guys. She came to this conclusion all on her own.
doctor replies or whatever updates I have, that will definitely be in my next weigh-in video.
Yay.
All right, so let's get into this. So I got secrets. We got the caterpillar, potential. The caterpillar, a creature on the brink of transformation, symbolizes potential, growth, and the promise of new beginnings. It represents the early stages of development where change is imminent but not yet realized. This card encourages you to recognize and nurture your potential. The caterpillar reminds you that growth takes time and that every phase of development is important. You are full of potential, and now is the time to nurture it. So this card, discipline, consistent effort and order. Okay, I see what's going on right now. Choose discipline. Pair it with consistency and watch magical things unravel. The only way towards your desired life is through continuous effort, hard work, and constant actions outside of your comfort zone.
Well, those are the words that everyone uses to describe Amberlynn Reed. Because when I hear people talk about Amberlynn Reed, these mean nothing, by the way. When I hear people describe Amberlynn Reed, I hear them use the words discipline, consistency, and hardworking. So obviously these cards know our queen so well.
Love when the universe literally speaks to me. Self-discipline is an inner strength that needs to be practiced constantly. You are invited to review your current lifestyle, thoughts, habits, and repeating patterns that stopped serving you a long time ago. The time has come to reorganize your life, take necessary changes, face the hard truths, and apply the knowledge you already hold within. I'm obsessed.
And we know that our queen is just a font of knowledge, so these cards, they speak to her.
Obsessed with this reading. I'm strong enough to break my bad habits.
Yes.
I am capable of self-discipline.
Yes.
I love this. This is definitely the energy I needed to go into a new week. So this is just flat out obvious.com. Like it's literally written out in the cards and in the guidebooks. There's a lot I need to change in my life. I have the potential to do so, and I need to be self-disciplined enough to do it. And I think this right here is talking a lot about the things that are holding me back, the things that I'm not sharing with you guys. And I tried to recently do that, but YouTube said, girl, we're not allowed to talk about those things on here. And
oh, so she is aware that her video got pulled. Interesting.
That's fine. That's fine. But I think this card is definitely just like, Amberlynn, like there's a lot of things that you're not telling YouTube, things that you're not even being honest with yourself. Like you're not being honest with yourself, and what makes you think you're going to be able to be honest out loud if you can't do that, like within yourself. It's like my
got to be true to yourself in order to be true to other people.
brain constantly wants to tell me, oh, I got this, oh, I got this, oh, I got this, but I'm just lying to myself, and I'm lying to you guys when I say that. I need help, whether that's mentally, emotionally, with a weight loss injection, with a dietitian, with my therapist, with my primary doctor. I need help from literally everyone. This was genuinely such a...
Don't worry, queen. We are here for you. We are your therapists. We are your doctors. We will take care of you.
Freaking good reading. I'm obsessed. Girl.
Right?
The caterpillar and consistent effort and order. Girl, yes. This like literally just like sparked something inside of me that's like, yes, continue being that advocate. Yes. Like I am on the way of good things. And that kind of looks like me if I was skinny. Look at the bun. Look at the bun. Like we're literally wearing the same bun. Anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this vlog, and it was kind of...
I guess if we wear buns, that means we are Amber. We are Groot. We are Amber. It's going to go around for the rest of the day. It's going to be my only response to everything. We are Amber.
I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody, if you've made it this far in the video, are there buns? Like hot cross buns or cinnamon rolls or sticky buns in the emotes? Emojis? Well, if there isn't, give it a shot. Or just type, "We are Amber." Because remember, this is an AmBaby space. We are only bringing positive energies here. This was a wild ride. Okay, so I do have my answer to the question, is she aware in this video that her other video got pulled? And apparently, yes, she is. So in this video, as of 5 hours ago today, she is aware that her video got pulled. So because she made that comment at the end there, talking about how she was trying to talk to us about certain things, but YouTube said no, you can't do that, and pulled her video. So she is aware of it. So I was just curious if she did. I'm still curious why the community tab is gone. Did she pull it? Did YouTube pull it? I'm confused, but it is good to see that our queen has come back. So Amber, our queen, is back from her long vacation away from us to get her head straight and to figure out what she's going to do with the rest of her YouTube life. And also Anna came back. So it's been a good week, guys. We're starting the week off strong. We got Anna, we got Amber. So yeah, it's a good week. Good week in the girl verse, right? Good positive week. So don't forget to write down 5 to 7 things that you are grateful for. Be sure that the first 5 are your fur babies, the people in your life, living, the house you have, and I already forgot the other one. Oh, your job. Remember the first 5, and then the other 2 you can kind of just make up. But yeah. So if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a bun if you can do it, or I am Amber. We are Amber. And I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. I'm sure I probably said something that set somebody off, but that's all I've got for you guys. And I will hopefully see everybody in the next one. Bye!
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.